Hello there, I'm just returning to BookTube after a summer of fun and frivolity, and I thought I would show you all of the books that I've bought since I last made a video on the channel in May, up until the end of September. The first thing I have to show you is a book called What We See When We Read by Peter Mendelsund. It's just such an incredibly well-designed publication, and it's all about like what goes on in our head as we're reading things, like how authors can lead us on this mental journey and make us visualize certain things and then change our mind about things. A friend bought this for me at Strand Books in New York a while ago, so it's a bit battered now because it's been with me on all of my journeys, but would really recommend if you're interested in like lit theory or just visual things, design. I was really proud of myself for not actually buying any books when I was in America, but then I was on a road trip and I was staying at a family friend's house in Charleston, and it was this wonderful old lady, and she was talking about her son and how proud she was of her son, and she was like, oh, he published this book, it did really well last year, it's actually going to be turned into a TV series, and I wasn't really in the conversation, so I was like, oh wait, what was the book? And she was like, oh, it's Horrorstör, and I was like, whoa, this book, what? This is a horror story set in a furniture store. It's like an IKEA catalogue style book, and I remember a lot of people talking about this last Halloween time and being really excited about it, and I just happened to be out to dinner with the author's mother, so I was staying at her house that night and she just gave me a copy, so now I have a copy of this. I'm gonna read it before Halloween and put a video out on it. Yeah, very exciting. Next I have a book called Information is Beautiful by David McCandless. Candleless! That's a great surname! This book was bought for me by my friend Naomi for my birthday, and it's basically lots of infographics. It's a book of infographics, but they're all really beautiful and really interesting. My favourite is this page called Books Everyone Should Read. Let's just say like it makes a good drinking game. Yeah, super interesting, packed full of like random bits of information and really interesting displays, so lovely book. Next is another non-fiction arty book called Wright 2. It's by Frame magazine. This is the second book that they have about light installations, essentially. I saw this in a bookshop in New York and I was like, this is the dream book for me, because I'm really interested in light installations, and at university this year I intend to do a lot more light-based projects. And not only does it have these incredible photos and descriptions and quotes and stuff, it also has like diagrams of how they were made, and some of them are interactive and some of them are static and dynamic ones, and super cool. So I don't want to buy this when I was in New York because that would have been stupid, but I bought it like as soon as I got back here. So big inspiration book for lighting design if you happen to be into lighting design. Next I have a very short introduction to British politics. I have an American friend who's really passionate about American politics, and it just kind of made me realise like how much I don't know about British politics. I'd always said to myself that before I voted my first general election I'd really get up to speed, but I don't think I was as informed a voter in the general elections this year as I wanted to have been. So I got they're little Oxford things. I have one on literary theory I think as well. They do them on like every single topic, and they're like bite-sized introductions to a topic, but they do delve into quite a lot of info. So this is like the history of British politics, which I'm excited to learn about. And finally, a normal book. I have A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. This is a Penguin English Library edition, but it hasn't got the rubberized cover. I thought they stopped doing these ones. This is part of my book club that I have with two of my friends, and none of us had read any Dickens, I think. So we decided to pick this one as a nice sort of starter Dickens, quite skinny, and hopefully once we've all read it and had a discussion about it, I'll be able to make a video with them. Last time I tried that, it went really badly and I couldn't even edit it into anything vaguely watchable. But this time I'll give them way better instructions on like how we're going to do the whole video part of it. I'm told I'm either going to love Dickens or hate Dickens, so I guess I'll see. So that has been a video about a lot of books, and that's like 3 or 4 months of book buying, so well done me for abstaining so well. Sorry, it's mostly like art books and non-fiction books, but I like a good art book, what can I say? If you have read any of these, please tell me what you thought of them. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video that will come up in a couple of days about The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. See you soon, bye!